we're walking through the rock garden again. The new week is beginning and I'm now starting an experiment, returning to what I've already once benefited from hugely, eating fish. So I tried the sardines, the canned ones, and I noticed benefits in my knees as I am so busy moving inflammation out of my body. Psoriasis with joints affected. So my knees are my barometer. Man, he's so quick. I thought we might stay a bit in the rock garden, but he's really fast today, moving along. I have to switch off again because of all these number plates. Fish from cod. Well, I tried cod liver. Sorry, I have to switch off. Sorry. So once upon a time, I used to do a lot of swimming combined with eating a lot of fish. And it's surely the swimming also, but the fish too transformed my body really in a very pleasant way. Also the collagen occurring naturally in the fish, good for skin repair and elasticity, especially since it's 100 years later now. So I'm not unfortunately going back to swimming, which I would love to, but I don't like how full the swimming pools are and the public ones, and I don't like the chlorine. So I'm waiting for different opportunities, but I'm going back to fish eating. And so I made a brainstorming summary with AI yesterday, remembering and checking which was beneficial and which was not and why not. So for skin healing, zinc is of course very good, which would occur in mussels, which are filtrators, so they could pick up a lot of heavy metals and crap and ocean plastic, and so they are not an option. And then of course you want the fish that's not so inflammatory, no histamine bombs. So wild salmon is more expensive now than 100 years ago, but from time to time I'll include it. Not the cultivated one, which gets fed antibiotics and is cultivated in small cages basically. Yeah, we can continue just now. And codfish, and then adding the fat because they're so lean but easily metabolizable proteins, at least, which also is easy on the system, on the metabolism. Ghee and egg yolks. Butter, I feel, is also a bit like a resistance in my body. Tallow, yeah, not so tasty with seafood, but I also, as a staple, will have ground beef prepared in my air fryer, and then have it as a big bunch in the fridge where it hardens a bit, and then I can cut it like bread and also dip it in egg yolks. So that's my staple, so I have enough iron and all the land meat content, which also includes zinc and all that. But I want to really go and buy deep frozen codfish, Alaskan, other fish, I don't know what the name is now, and maybe a bit of wild salmon, and then here and there maybe a can of sardines. But this really excessive canned fish can also be histamine release intense. because it ages in there and I don't know, it doesn't have a good effect somehow. So I experimented and I reached the limit again because I thought, yeah, vitamin A, and then I bought a can of cod liver. Wow, and this really exploded my knee inflammation because it is inflammatory in a can, as AI explained to me. And then I compared it to what was suggested in my blood type foods diet that I once followed or studied or looked at. And then suddenly it turned out, except for leaving away all the plants and stuff and grains and seed oils and all of that in the carnivore diet, that I am actually ending up exactly by feeling how my body reacts with the right foods again. So, letting the dog swim in the creek in our favorite park, including more seafood, feeling the lightness of it, but because it's too lean, adding ghee and dipping egg yolks, dipping my ground beef and also the fish in egg yolks. I've never tried cod fish prepared in the air fryer and then dipping it in egg yolk, so that's a new experiment. But we're not going back. He thinks this is going to take too long here. We go and walk in a nicer spot now. Nee. Psst. Nee. Das ist gut. So das Komm. Nee, komm weiter. We're in a civilized area here. People complain if you will dig here. We're in the same area where he had the Labrador territorial interruption while grazing. And the windows are all moving, the curtains. Rico, komm weiter. Und weiter. So, I know it's tempting to dig at a dry tree stump, similarly as it would be to go in the sandbox there. Weiter. I think he's so hesitant because he can smell the Labradors that live here. And he smells them before he sees them and watches out. Where are they? Show yourselves. out a little later today, so they probably were here just now. Yeah. Oh, another one. Go. On we go. See, with all these berries and plants, it gives a feel of autumn already. It's really weird how this deer is racing ahead. So if we are walking with no goal really, like our far distant favorite park or something, then he'll start inventing something. Because it's all his environment and territory. And the further I walk, the more territory he establishes until it all belongs to him in his mind. So I'm just back from my seafood haul and it turned out really successful. Are you checking what we got? Yeah, and it's raining. Yeah, guck mal. So this is what it looks like, our seafood department now. And interesting, they had even frozen sardines from Portugal at Aldi's as a not a regular item, but as their actions. But if they turn out well in the air fryer or in the pan with ghee, then I will have found a solution to not have to eat them from cans. I tried it once before and I remember they were somehow quite bitter with their organs and everything. I didn't prepare them well, I'm sure. So I thought this can't be coincidence, you know. All the sardines are sold out in cans everywhere. Now they have it as frozen, which is a way in which I can no longer have the canned stuff. Then Alaskan fish, I don't know what it's called in English. All natural codfish, very good, I remember. And wild salmon. So this is quite a good spectrum. If I combine it with beef, well, not in one meal, well, in a meal, but not in one bite, of course. But to combine, man, I'm so happy, you know, to try this. All at Aldi's. I'm really surprised. Although I don't like going there, you always have to wait too long by the cashier things. They don't open many at the same time. They always give you a feeling that the customer is disturbing. Customer is not so welcome. But this was one store and all I wanted I found there. Plus these. And if I like how they turn out, they can, I saw them before, one can buy them in Asia stores and everything. They have them also, or any of the other outlandish stores. This will be my favorite, and this also, I'll see. It's a compromise, it's valuable, but it's not so, sometimes there are still bones. And this, let's see how they turn out. But adding egg yolk or ghee to make them more complete, and having the pan or the air fryer available for preparation, it should turn out well. In a rainy day buying seafood, so it's like the ocean feeling is coming near.